Peace, y'all. I wanted to do another video because, like I said in the last video, I wanted to do a video on how to classify yourself. So now, this is very controversial, and I don't even know how I'm gonna title it because I don't want no smoke. But this is the thing. Raven Simone, a few years ago, was under fire because she said that we are not African American. She's not African American. People was like, oh my gosh, she don't know who she is. Listen, this is the thing. She was 1000% correct. And if you were born in the United States, your parents, your grandparents, generationally, you are American. You're not African American. African American is if you have come from Africa and come here and became a naturalized citizen. That's an African American. I got a little story. So when I first went to London, I was 19. I went in the Heathrow, flew into Heathrow. They give you the little blue and white card. I don't know what color it is now. This was back in 2003. So they give me the little blue and white card to take to, what's it called? It's like 6 o'clock in the morning, so you gotta bear with me. What is it called? Oh gosh, begins with a C. Anyway, I don't know why I have collections in my head because bills. But anyway, oh god, I can't think of what it is. Anywho, you take the card, you have to fill it out, and you have to put your nationality. So I'm 19. I put African American. Customs. There we go. There we go. So where I'm in customs, boom. So I go to the line, I go to the guy or whatever. I give him my card. He asks me for my African passport. I tell him I don't have one. I'm not African. He said, well, you put here African American. I said, I know. Well, I'm from America. I was born and raised. He laughed. Part of that was because I was young. But also part of it was because I was super ignorant, as most of us over here are. And because we don't travel outside of the U.S., we don't know that we're classified as American in the rest of the world. So he chuckled, he laughed a little bit, and he said to me, listen, from now on, when you fill out any form and you have to put your nationality, he said, put American. Don't put African American. And mind you, it blew my mind. Okay, I have to tell you, I'm 19. We were grown up, born and raised to classify ourselves as African American, and here I'm being told, no, you're not. It blew my mind. For that whole rest of that day, I was tripping off of bugging, and it was like, wow, you know what I mean? Because mind you, black is obviously not a race. We're not black. But that's the closest thing we can really come to, because Negro is really the official term, but that kind of has a bad connotation to it, so we don't really like hearing that. And so it's messed up. It's messed up, and they know what they're doing, because this is where the confusion comes in. And even now, with the talk of reparations. Now, I was watching a program, this Tucker Carlson guy, right? So he's interviewing Michael Eric Dyson, and he says to him, what about a Somalian who has come over here and become a citizen? Do we owe them reparations? And see, Michael Eric Dyson, as intelligent as he is, he went into his whole long, articulate words that he likes to use with the whole, and it sounded good, but he kind of missed the point of what Tucker Carlson was saying. And the thing is, Tucker Carlson was being kind of an asshole because he obviously knows what we mean when we say African Americans, but this is the thing. He had to put it into context, because we don't think about that when we say African American. We don't think about the Africans who come over here. They are African Americans. Africans who have come over and become naturalized citizens. They have an African passport and they have an American passport. That is what African American is. What I must say, and so once again, when we're talking about reparations, I can't stand Tucker Carlson, but he had a point. Because when we talk about reparations for African Americans, we are not talking about them. But they are technically the African Americans. So if we're going to give reparations, that's who they're going. And see, that's why you have Bernie Sanders, which I can't stand him either. But that's why he's kind of avoiding the question, and kind of because he knows. Now, see, Kamala Harris or Kamala, however all respect due, but them and the Cory Bookers and all that, they're just playing the role, they playing the part, and they're feeding into the BS. But listen, my people, I want y'all to learn and know and be aware, be woke. I would have to say that the ADOS is probably the closest description to who we are, American descendants of slaves. Because one thing, when I did go over to London, the first time when I was 19, a lot of people, even this time, back when I just went back there and I was 32, 33, the one thing that people kept asking me, where are you from? Where are you from? When I say America, that ain't even good enough for them. No. I mean, where are you people? I have to tell them, listen, my mom was born in Philly. I was born in Philly. My mom was born in Philly. My grandmom was born in Philly, okay? My great-grandmom, I think she was born in Delaware, okay? And I do know that on my grandpa's side, on my maternal grandfather, they're the Jeffersons. So I do know that part of my bloodline comes from Thomas Jefferson, the slave master. So I have people from Virginia. But at the end of the day, I don't know what country I come from in Africa. And I had people over there, I had the Gambians telling me, oh, you look like you from Gambia. I had, my daughter's father, he's from the Congo. He told me, yeah, you probably Congolese because of your style. You know what I'm saying? It's funny, but it's just like, I don't know. I can't, and that's the funny thing too, because a lot of the conversations that I had over there with some of the Africans were, how come why do we stay over here and suffer the way we do with the racism and the violence and everything? How come we don't go back to Africa? And the thing I had to say to them was, well, where do we go? Africa's a huge continent. It's many countries in Africa. Where would we go? We just going up and we just going to look. Well, okay. Let me see. I'm gonna go to Ghana. Ghana looks nice. I'm gonna go to Ghana. Okay, but how do I know that that's where my people are from? My cousin on my dad's side, she looks Nigerian. She looks straight up Nigerian. But I don't know. Like, we were so scattered, and then it's been diluted. My mother's side of the family has, my grandmother, my mom's mom was half Puerto Rican. You see what I'm saying? So we have Native American in us. We're really mixed up. So at the end of the day, this is our country of residence. This is our country. And as much as I don't like to claim American, at the end of the day, my ancestors helped build this country. So absolutely, we are American. And I would rather say ADOS. I would rather say American descendants of slaves, because that is the most accurate description of what you are. If you had to classify your nationality, I would have to say that for me, that's the one that I would have to say, American descendants of slaves. So hopefully this was an informative video, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask and share this video. Tell people, let people know, you know what I mean? Just become more and more aware, and don't be a sheep. You know what I mean? Research these things. Don't even just listen to me. Just, you know what I mean? Take the time to really dig into your history and find out who you are. All right, so hope y'all take that, and hopefully it'll do you some good, and you can pass this information on to your children even. So with all that being said, stay blessed.